Errol Spence, the IBF welterweight championship is yours if the price is right. About a month ago, I made a video and talked about, only on thefightjournal.com, I talked about how if Kell Brook does what he does, I'm not sure he can get back down to welterweight. But let's imagine if we take that question out of the scenario, that he beats Gennady Golovkin. Then, of course, it's game on. He can defend his title and just fight at middleweight. If he loses, and loses a decision or gets TKO'd or something like that, where he's all right in about a month or two, I'm not sure he's going to, it's worth it for him at this point to try to get back down to welterweight. So at the time I said the number one contender for Brooks' belt, the IBF, was Errol Spence. Technically he's not the number one contender, but he's first in line. And what I mean is the number one spot it's not rated, it's vacant. So if history, and this is boxing we're talking about, folks, so don't quote me on this, but if history serves itself right the way that it's supposed to do, you then go to the next highest rated guy, number 2, which is Errol Spence Jr., and he would fight the number 3 guy, Konstantin Ponomarev, from Russia. If he's unavailable, you go to the number 4 guy, Jeff Horn, Australia. I know these guys, these names are not only foreign, but they're foreign to most people. You haven't heard of them, in other words. If Jeff Horn is unavailable or declines, then you go to Lamont Peterson, and at number 5, and I think it probably would stop there. And Lamont may have laid the groundwork some months ago, and he said, I'll fight anyone between I think he said 140 and 160 or something like that. Well, and then the number 6 guy is the guy that Errol Spence fights on Sunday evening, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, NBC. There are also some preliminary matches on NBC Sports Network, I think, that come on about maybe 3 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock. Check your times there. But regular NBC at 5:30 p.m. live from Coney Island / Brooklyn. Same thing. From the the Ford Amphitheater, Errol Spence, he has his shot. He wins the fight against Bundu. I don't care how he wins it. Then I think he's going to be in line to fight for a vacant belt against one of the aforementioned guys. But as I stated, this is boxing, and the feasibility of Spence being somehow awarded the belt, or here we go with one of these interim or what have you, by just winning on Sunday, that's realistic. So, and the Bradley Skeet from England is the number 7 guy, and then number 8 is Andre Berto. So we'll stop it there. I think the Peterson fight is okay. I mean, Lamont's going to come to fight. He's going to come to win. How much power does he have to keep Spence off of him? How much movement can he give Spence? Who knows? But I'm still going to lean toward, no matter what happens on in about a month or so, in about 3 weeks or what have you, I'm under the impression that Kell Brook is going to vacate his belt or fight his last fight at 147. I could be wrong. He's dealing with scientists and weight loss experts and so on and so forth, so you never know. So the world looks like it's Errol Spence's, and the other champions, WBA, we got Keith Thurman. WBC, we have Danny Garcia. WBO, we have Jesse Vargas. Vargas loses to Pacquiao, and Pacquiao has a belt, the WBO. Danny Garcia, I believe he'll be fighting Andre Berto. He wins that. I think he gets a Mayweather fight in September after Mayweather Pacquiao 2 in May. That's just a guess. Keith Thurman, I'd like to see him fight a rematch with Sean Porter. I mean, that's just the way you do things. Don't put it on hold and then watch one of these guys get knocked off. Let's just go right back at it. Or take something very light as a tune-up for both guys and then jump right back to it. So we'll see how it plays out, but I think Errol Spence, he's lined up either way for this IBF. Either if Brook loses and then decides, no, I'm still the champion, then they make that fight. If Brook wins, of course, it's game over. The price is right. As I started this, I just wonder if something's going on behind the scenes and if Spence Jr. will be awarded somehow the IBF belt. So, meaning no disrespect to Konstantin Ponomarev and Jeff Horn, or Leonard Bundu for that matter. I think that a matchup that fans would want to see would be Spence Jr. versus Peterson. But we'll see. First things first, he has to beat Leonard Bundu Sunday in New York, and then we'll see how it plays out. I'm sure it's going to play out quickly, depending on how the Brook fight with Golovkin goes. He'll have to make a decision in X amount of days. I know Spence wants to be active, and I'm sure if he comes out unscathed versus Bundu, he's going to want to jump back in the ring to fight as soon as possible, especially if it's going to be for a vacant IBF belt. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned with us. Follow us on Twitter at The Fight Journal. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube page. We're going to have some contests. We're going to be giving away money. We're going to be giving away prizes. And some of the criterion for winning those prizes, winning some money, is that you subscribe to our YouTube video page. Also, go to thefightjournal.com. On the top left side of your screen, select follow our blog via email. If you're using your phone to get to our website and you see a blue and white screen at the top, you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom and select view full site. Once you sign up with your email, you don't have to follow us. We'll follow you. All you do is check your email, and all of our videos and audio and articles that we do, all the coverage that we give will come to your email automatically. We'll catch you on the next one.